What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got a Diageo whiskey tonight. It was one that was getting a little low, so it's figured it's time to do a little review, talk about it. Oban is a Diageo whiskey, and the distillery is located on the western banks, the west coast of the Highland region of Scotland. So that's what we got, guys. Check it out. Oban Little Bay. So coming from the western coast of Scotland on the Highland region, you have the distillery of Oban. So this whiskey here, Oban makes a lot of whiskeys, a lot of age-stated whiskeys, 14-year, 18-year on up. But this one is their non-age statement whiskey. So it's actually called Oban Little Bay, and it's funny because Oban is Gaelic for Little Bay. So it's really called Little Bay. But so it's non-age statement. When you look up the age on how old Little Bay is, kind of looked it up. A lot of 14-year whiskey that they make is in this, but not all of it's 14 years. That's why they can't call it 14 years. So it's a non-age statement whiskey. The funny thing, the thing that makes it its own little thing is they age this one in small casks. So they actually take whiskey that's aged. Oban whiskey that's aged in American oak, but put it in a giant hogshead barrel. And they take sherry whiskey, European sherry oak, that once aged sherry whiskey, and then they blend that together, put it in smaller casks, and bottle it, and it's called Oban Little Bay. It's in small casks. So, the proof on this, really lower proof, it's 43%, so it's only an 86 proof, but that's what we got. This one's been sitting for a little bit. The color on it ain't much to talk about the color because it's probably got some caramel color added to it. This is not a natural color whiskey. Most Diageo whiskeys aren't. So the color on it, I wouldn't say it's naturally imported from the wood. But it's got a dark color to it. I'm not sure. I mean, being a small cask, you would have a darker whiskey, but I can't really say it's a natural color whiskey. So, or if the color is coming from the wood. Coming off the nose on it, the first thing I get is funny because like sweet olive trees. I don't know if you ever had sweet olive trees or if you know somebody who's ever had it. When you walk by those trees in the fall time, they make white flowers and it's the first thing you smell. You can smell it from far away when that wind catches it. It's got a floral nose that smells just like those sweet olive trees. Also fruit, sweet fruit, apple, kind of like a apricot, peach, like some kind of stone fruit. But being by the sea, you also get like a maritime, like salty brine on this whiskey. But it's got a complex nose to it, herbal. You get spice in it, oak, that you wouldn't get from a lot of scotches because, I mean, aged in small casks, it's got more contact with the wood, so you're going to get more oak and spice. Got a lot going to it. I like that briny note. So this distillery being located on the coast of Scotland, on that west coast, it's right next to the Isle of Mull. So you get, it's weird, like depending on location in Scotland, where your distillery is or where it's made, you get more brine and like saline, maritime kind of sea salt notes from the whiskeys that's aged on the coast. So it's picking up. No matter where you're at and location wise, you're still the location affects a lot on where the whiskey's made. All right, let's get a flavor, guys. Right away, sea salt, brine, you get that nice saline coastal note to it, but you're also getting sweet. So apples and pears, you're getting that apricot. The spices come in mid-palate. It's good. It's complex flavors to it. The spices come in mid-palate and the oak. And it's more oak than you would get from most scotches. So I'm pretty sure that being aged in small cask, you have more contact with the wood because it's a smaller cask. So you get more oak notes. You get more spice from this whiskey that you would get from other scotches. But it's great. Complex whiskey. The finish is short on it. That's where it's going to take a lick. If it would have a longer finish, man, this thing would be really up there. But it's a shorter finish, and I think it has a lot to do with, like, it's probably 14-year whiskey in there, but not all of it's 14 years. So there's probably some younger whiskeys in it, and it doesn't carry into the finish on the flavor. But the flavors that is here is super complex. Like, you got the whole spectrum of flavors. You have sweet, you have salty brine, you got spice from the spices from the oak and the wood. It's great whiskey. You even get a little bit, like, the sweetness comes in initially. You even get a little bit of vanilla from the bourbon cask with that the fruit and stuff like that initially when you taste it, the first flavors. It's great. Price on this, the price is actually on the container right here, $54.99. So $55. So for $55. It's a really good whiskey. It would fall into the category of just like everyday sipper for a Scotch guy. If you really want a Scotch, you can pick up a couple of these. You have it for an everyday sipper, and won't boil your socks off. But man, sitting around, you want to enjoy a Scotch, that'd be the one to pull. I got that one for about $40. For $40, it's a steal. Like, great for $40. For $55, it's really good too. I've seen them online, just searching around, like, you would call it window shopping, I guess. So you're sitting online, you got some time, you're looking at some whiskey places, and $89, $90, there ain't no way I'd pay that price for that. So even $70 I wouldn't pay for Oban Little Bay, but $60 I think would be that's the limit for that one. For $55, it's good. The everyday step for $55. Whiskey Couyons rating, I would give that one 7.5. It's good. 7.25, 7.5, depending on what day you're drinking it, how you feel about it. I mean, everybody's palate changes depending on what you ate, but really good whiskey. I think it deserves a 7.5. The only thing it takes a hit on is that finish. The finish is a little short on it, but flavors are great. Complex flavors, a lot of complexity to it. You're getting sweet, you're getting salty, you're getting the whole complexity to the flavors, just no finish, or a lot shorter finish. But that's it, guys, on the Oban Little Bay. Like, subscribe. If you ever had any Oban product, the 14-year, the Little Bay, if you had some really old Oban, some 18-year or something like that, let me know what you think about it in the comments. We see you guys in the next video.